In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, I bear witness there is no God but God, and God is the only one who has the right to be worshipped. I also bear witness that Prophet Moses, Prophet Jesus, and Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon them, are the messengers of God, and I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected Satan. So greetings of peace and thanks for tuning in. May the peace and blessings of Allah be with you. As you may know, if you've been watching my videos, we prepare for the coming of Imam Mahdi, as well as the second coming of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon them, also known as the Mashiachs. So by preparing, for the most part in these videos, we prepare by, which I think is the most important, is acquiring beneficial knowledge and applying that in our lives and in our hearts and minds. So that's why I source mostly the authentic scriptures in the Quran, and from time to time the scriptures of the Gospels of Jesus, or of the Old Testament, of the Torah, and any particular knowledge that is of benefit. I will mention if fits, like acquiring gold and silver, which is Sunnah, which is in all the authentic scriptures. In the time of Imam Mahdi, inshallah, there will be using gold and silver. So gold and silver has been suppressed for over 100 years, so it is cheap to get now, but maybe in the future it will not be so cheap. Also having a home outside the city. Cities are overpopulated. Human beings packed in like sardines is unhealthy and not the way we're supposed to live in high-rise buildings, etc. Having our own, if we can grow our own organic foods or have access to organic foods, is a benefit. So having those three things, or several things, are very important to have in the preparation of the coming of Imam Mahdi, as well as the second coming of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, also known as the Mashiachs. So we're going to get into beneficial knowledge. Now, before I get into that, I've got Quran verses here that we're going to be discussing about the law of omnipresence, the law of obedience, and the law of omnipotence. A law of omnipresence is a law that Allah is present everywhere, that God is all around us in various degrees. And the law of omnipotence is that Allah knows everything. Allah is aware of all things in all times. So we're going to get into that. I just want to touch on one topic, because I do get a lot of people claiming that they're Imam Mahdi, or they're the second coming of Jesus, or they're the Mashiach. So I just want to touch on that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you believe, if you are, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's no way that I can verify 100% either for or deny anybody being the Imam Mahdi or Jesus or the Mashiach. Allah, the unique creator of all that exists, chooses the Imam Mahdi, is the one who created Jesus for him to return. In a way, I see it as beneficial for particularly Imam Mahdi, that there are a lot of people claiming that they are Imam Mahdi, because it sort of gives Imam Mahdi a camouflage. It sort of covers Imam Mahdi. So the more people that are claiming that they're Imam Mahdi, I think it's a good thing. And there's, like I said, there's no way I can verify that. We have still signs from the hadiths to indicate that, so we still have time to proceed. For instance, like I've stated many times before my previous videos, that we are in the time of the presence of Imam Mahdi. I believe he's alive and well with us on this earth. Many signs, like the Schumann resonance rising, as stated in a hadith, that when Imam Mahdi makes his advent, he'll fill the earth with a celestial illumination of its Lord. So we can see that in the Schumann resonance, which picks up the frequency of the earth, the vibrations of the earth, the electrical power that is filling the earth, this godly energies that are filling the earth, we can see within the Schumann resonance. Also, we've seen a great deal amount of calamities and earthquakes on the rise, lots of flooding, um, locusts and other calamities that are on the increase. So that's also another sign of Imam Mahdi, that he's on this earth, that we see an uptick every year in the calamity department. We've seen comets to hail his coming. We see the fulfillment of other hadiths of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, of tall buildings being built in Arabian cities, as was stated in hadiths, saying that the bare naked Bedouins will compete with each other in building high buildings. They'll build them higher than the mountains. The clock tower will cast shade on the believers, which is actually a huge building called the Clock, just outside of the Kaaba in Mecca, that actually casts shade on the believers at different times of the day. Also other hadiths that mention holes will be drilled through mountains and they will flow like rivers. So from an aerial view, these are passageways for cars, roads that they've drilled holes through the mountains in Arabian cities. So that's also come to pass. So there's lots of things that have come to pass, but we're still waiting for other more evident things to come to pass, like the earthquakes increasing. So that's going to be consistent till it's adamant. There will be the Euphrates will dry up and reveal a mountain of gold, and the people will see it themselves, and 99 out of 100 will die fighting for that gold. And we were advised by Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, not to fight for that gold. So it just shows that we're moving towards a gold standard back again, which is the right way, God's way. That's God's money, is gold, silver. That's why I recommend to get a bit of that now if you can. Also, it's just protects you financially if the dollar system, which is inevitably going to collapse. You'll be better protected. Before Imam Mahdi's coming, there'll be the Sufyani. He'll rule for about a year in Syria. So that hasn't happened yet. The Euphrates River hasn't dried up yet. That will reveal gold. There will be disputes within. We believe the Saudi Arabian kingdom. 3 leaders will fight for rulership, and there will be sort of a civil war, and Imam Mahdi will be dispatched at that time and be sworn allegiance to. And then when that happens, an army will come to support him with black flags, and also an army from the Sufyani will come and try to attack him at the Kaaba, and will be swallowed up between Mecca and Medina. So those things haven't come yet. Also, there will be a caller in the sky that will hail the appearance of Imam Mahdi as well. So all these haven't occurred yet. This will help further us pinpoint who Imam Mahdi is. So there's lots of things still to happen before the timing. So this is our preparation time, and this is where I'm going to get into the knowledge of benefits. So I've got Quran verses here that are going to discuss the law of omnipresence, which is the law that Allah is everywhere. Now, this is a very important one for understand the law of oneness, that God is one. We're all one within God. There's nothing that exists outside of God. God is all around us to varying capacities. The higher we go up into the heavens, the closer we'll feel the presence of God. And the lower, say, in the lower realms down into the hellfire, the further away from that presence of a unique creator of all that exists, we would feel. So just like in our lives, the more we do good deeds, the more that we are more obedient to the unique creator of all that exists. The more we do what's lawful and stay away from the unlawful things, the more closer we'll get, the more we purify ourselves, etc., the more we'll feel that presence, and so on and so forth. So the law of omnipresence. Allah is everywhere in varying capacities. And when Moses came at the time and place appointed by us, and his Lord spoke to him, he said, "My Lord, reveal yourself to me that I may look at you." He said, "Allah, you cannot stand my revelation, yet look at the mountain, and if it stands firm in its place, only then will you shall stand my revelation." Then when his Lord manifested his glory to the mountain, he sent it crashing down into pieces, and Moses fell down unconscious, so that when he recovered, he said, "Glory be to you. I turn towards you, and I am the first to believe." So this is very important to understand. All these Quran verses will be in the description box below, and those that don't fit will be in the comment section. What's important that he asked that Moses asked to reveal yourself to me that I may look at you. And God did not say, "You cannot see me, I'm not around you." God said, you cannot stand my revelation. So it just clearly indicates that God is all around us. I experience this for myself, that I can feel the presence of the unique creator of all that exists around me, especially if I'm, reciting scripture, doing good deeds, giving charity, doing what Allah is pleasing to Allah. You can really feel that presence increase. So I'll just continue. Certainly, Allah encompasses everything. Look, they are in disquieting and grave doubt about the meeting with their Lord. Beware, he certainly encompasses everything. That he may make it known to the people that they, the divine messengers, have properly delivered the messages of their Lord. He encompasses all that they have and keeps account of all things. Allah is nearer to you than your jugular vein. We created a human being, and we know what suggestions his mind makes to him, and we are nearer to him even than his jugular vein. Allah is with you wherever you may be. It is he who created the heavens and the earth in 6 aeons, and he is established on the throne. He knows what goes down into the earth and what comes out of it, and what descends from above and what ascends to it. He is with you wherever you may be. Allah is watchful of all that you do. Do you not see that Allah knows whatever lies in the heavens and whatever lies in the earth? There are no 3 holding a secret council, but he is their 4th. There is no such 5, but he is their 6th. Whether they are fewer than that or more, he is with them no matter where they are. Then on the day of resurrection, he will tell them all that they have been doing. Surely Allah is possessor and full knowledge of all things. Cannot escape Allah in any direction. And we have come to know for certain that we can never frustrate the purpose of Allah in the earth, nor can we escape him by flight in any direction. So those verses very clearly illustrate and clearly express the law of omnipresence, where God is present everywhere at all times in all places. So now we're going to move to the law of obedience. Allah has sent no messenger but that he should be obeyed by the leave of Allah. And we have sent no messenger but that he should be obeyed by the leave of Allah. Had they, when they had acted contrary to their own interests, come to you and sought the protection of Allah, and had his perfect messenger also sought protection for them, they would have surely found Allah oft returning with compassion, ever merciful. Those who are near to your Lord do not wax too proud to worship and prostrate to him in obedience. Verily, those who are near to your Lord and feel his presence with him do not wax too proud to worship him, but they glorify him and prostrate themselves in obedience. He who disobeys Allah and his messenger surely strays far away in clear error. It does not behoove a believing man or a believing woman to exercise an option in their affair, after Allah and his messenger have decided the matter. Indeed, he who disobeys Allah and his messenger surely strays far away in clear error. Beware, sincere and true obedience is due to Allah alone. Surely it is we who have revealed the book to you with the established truth to suit the requirements of truth and wisdom. So worship Allah, being truly sincere to Him in obedience. Beware, sincere and true obedience is due to Allah alone. Those who choose others as a patron besides Him say, we serve them only as they may bring us near to Allah's station. It is absolutely wrong. Allah will judge the differences between these believers and disbelievers. Indeed, Allah does not guide him who to success who is a liar, highly ungrateful. Those who are foremost among those who surrender themselves to His will. Verily, I have orders to worship Allah, being truly sincere to Him alone in obedience. And I have orders to be the foremost among those who surrender themselves to His will. Establish obedience to Allah and do not divide into sects. He has ordained for you the same course of faith as He enjoined on Noah to adopt, and which we have revealed to you. And it is that same faith which we enjoined on Abraham, Moses, Jesus. So keep the faith and do not differ in it. He ordains you to establish obedience to Allah, and do not be divided into sects therein. Hard upon the polytheists is that teaching which you call them to. Allah draws him towards Himself who wishes to be drawn to Him, and guides him who turns towards Him with a sincere heart. So if you're sincere in heart and obedience to Allah, the same course of faith that He gave to Noah, the same course of faith that Abraham, Moses, Jesus, it's all on the same course of faith, and it's important for us not to divide into sects. So the next law we're going to look to is the law of omnipresence. So this is the law that, the law of omnipresence, which is the law of Allah knows everything. So there's nothing that Allah does not know, future, past, and present, and even into possibilities. Infinite possibilities. There does not escape from Allah even so much as an atom's weight in the earth or in the heavens. And, O Prophet, in whatever state you may be, and whatever portion of the Quran you recite, that is from Him, and, O people, you do not work, but we are watching over you when you are engrossed therein. There does not escape from your Lord even so much as an atom's weight in the earth or in the heavens, neither is there anything smaller than that nor greater, but it is recorded in a plain book of divine law and is governed thereby. Allah knows the homes and travels of all His creatures. There is not a single moving creature on the earth, but its sustenance rests with Allah. He knows its permanent lodging place and its temporary sojourn. Everyone is governed by a clear law. Allah suffices as a witness. He is ever all aware. Say, Allah suffices as a witness between me and you. Surely He is ever aware and sees His servants full well. Say, sufficient is Allah as a witness between me and you. He knows all that lies in the heavens and in the earth. And lost are those who believe in falsehood and disbelieve in Allah. Allah knows full well even the innermost secrets of the heart. It is they of whom Allah knows that is in their hearts, to turn aside from them and admonish them and speak to them with regard to their own selves an effective word. Behold, to your Lord shall you all return, so that He will inform you of all that you have been doing. He knows full well even the innermost secrets of the heart. He knows whatever lies in the heavens and in the earth. He knows what you conceal and what you do publicly. Allah knows the innermost thoughts of the hearts. O people, whether you conceal your thoughts or speak them openly, it makes little difference to Him, for He knows well the innermost secrets of the heart. Does He who has created all things not know His own creation? He knows all that is abstruse and subtle, and is all aware. On the contrary, these disbelievers cry lies to the Quran, and Allah knows best all that they keep hidden in their hearts. He, the Almighty Lord, is well aware of all that they do, and every soul shall be repaid in full for its deeds, for He, the Almighty Lord, is well aware of all that they do. Allah indeed keeps watch over everything. We shall soon show these disbelievers for their guidance our signs, even in the remotest regions of the earth and in their own persons, until it becomes quite manifest to them, and that this Quran is the lasting truth in fact. Is not enough for them that your Lord indeed keeps watch over everything? Certainly Allah encompasses everything. Look, they are in disquieting and grave doubt about the meeting with their Lord. Beware, He certainly encompasses everything. Allah is watchful over them and goes on keeping the record of their deeds. As for those who have taken to themselves patrons apart from Him, Allah is watchful over them and goes on keeping the record of the deeds which serve as a proof against them, and you are in no way responsible of their affairs. Allah has full knowledge of everything. He is the first, there is nothing before Him, and the last, there will be nothing after Him. And when nothing remains, He will remain. He is a supreme being, subordinate to no one, and whereas He comprehends everything, He is incomprehensible. He has full knowledge of everything. Allah knows what goes into the earth and what comes out of it. It is He who created the heavens and in the earth in 6 aeons, and He is established on the throne. He knows what goes down into the earth and what comes out of it, and what descends from above and what ascends to it. He is with you wherever you may be. Allah is watchful of all that you do. Allah knows what lies in the heavens and what lies in the earth. Do you not see that Allah knows whatever lies in the heavens and whatever lies in the earth? There is no 3 holding a secret council, but He is their 4th. There is no such 5, but He is their 6th. Whether they are fewer than that or more, He is with them, no matter where they are. Then on the day of resurrection, He will tell them all that they have been doing. Surely Allah is possessor of full knowledge of everything. Allah is the all-knowing of the seen and unseen. He is Allah. He is the one besides whom there is no other. Cannot be, will never be one worthy of worship but He. He is the all-knowing of the seen and the unseen. He is the most gracious, the ever-merciful. Allah alone knows the hidden future, except to whom He chooses to be a messenger. He alone knows the hidden future, and He does not grant predominance to anyone over His secrets, except to him who He chooses to be a messenger of His, to whom He frequently tells many news about the hidden future. And when He does this, He orders an escort of guarding angels to go before Him and behind Him, that He may make it known to the people that they, the divine messengers, have properly delivered the messages of their Lord. He encompasses all that they have and keeps account of all things. So also Allah sends guardian angels to record, and they know all that you do as well. So verily there are appointed guardians over you, noble angel recorders of your commissions and omissions, who know all that you do. So not only does Allah, the unique creator of all that exists, who is omnipotent, omnipotent, and omnipresent, knows everything that we're doing, from the smallest things to an atom's weight, but also there are angels that are also recording and witnessing our actions and deeds. So these are some of the Quran verses that I've put together. Obviously, if you've been following my videos, you know that I've been working on a book, The Organization of Divine Laws of Commandments of the Most High, Divine Laws of the Most High. So these are just some rough drafts from the book that are going to be beneficial to a lot of people, beneficial knowledge, to help us understand the Quran on a deeper level. It's sort of like a companion to the Quran, just like Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, had companions. The Quran also deserves to have a companion as well. So this book will be designed as a companion to the Quran to get deeper insights as it organizes these similar laws in one book, to get greater access and deeper knowledge into the knowledge within the Quran. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you take Allah as your shield, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be with you. Take care. Peace.